Hello, everyone! Meet again with Ami. Here today, we'll discuss tips and tricks for one of the active businesses in GTA 5 Online, import-export or car trading. The meaning of active business is that this business will not make money for us if we do not work diligently in the business. This is different from passive businesses such as nightclub, bunkers, and MC businesses. Buying and selling cars requires hard work to get a lot of money. But the positive value is that the profits from this car buying and selling business are also quite large, and we will discuss everything in this video. So, if you are curious about how to maximize profits from this car buying and selling business, make sure to watch this video until the end. Okay, first of all, to be able to run this business, we have to be a SEAL first, and the requirement to be a CEO is to have an office. Then, if we already have an office, we must have a vehicle workshop too. I suggest buying one in La Mesa because the price is cheap and the location is also quite strategic. The trick that we will discuss in this video, I tested in the La Mesa warehouse, so if you have already bought a warehouse in another location, please improvise. The point is we have to have two properties, namely the CEO's office and the vehicle warehouse. If you calculate it, the capital will be around $2.5 million for the renovation upgrades. And there's nothing really important, and it won't have any impact on our income at all. So, whether you want to buy it or not, it's up to you. Then to be able to steal the car, we have to go to the office first to access the computer there, then we select the source vehicle. And here there will be three classes of cars that appear randomly, namely standard, medium, and top range. And now, let's just stuntics. That will make us get maximum profit from the car buying and selling business. First tip, if our warehouse is still empty, just fill it with the cars we've stolen and don't sell standard and medium range cars. Once again, don't sell standard and medium range cars. But if we get a top range car, let's sell it later. If in our warehouse there are around 10 standard range cars and 10 medium range cars, we will continue to get top range cars every time we do a car stealing mission, which means we will continue to get the maximum profit from one car sale, which is $80,000. This is a very important trick for us to know, because if we don't do this trick, it will take longer to get our capital back to buy the office and warehouse. For further information, when we sell standard range cars, the net profit is $30,000. For medium range cars, the profit is $50,000. And for top range cars, the net profit is $80,000. So, whatever the method I just mentioned is the best way to maximize profits in the car buying and selling business. Second tips. When we are in the process of stealing a car, usually after walking a few hundred meters, we will be chased by enemy NPCs who will shoot us. So, since the car service fee will be taken from our money, we will try to deliver the car to the warehouse with minimal damage. Here, I highly recommend getting out of the car and finishing off all the enemies first. Most of them will appear for times, with 2 to 3 vehicles coming at once. So here we will finish off the enemies coming from 8 vehicles. So the point is, if we can, we should make sure that no enemies will follow us to the warehouse and make sure we park the car in a safe place. There's no need to worry because the enemy will chase us, not the car. Also, try to avoid parking on the grass because if the enemy's car explodes on the grass, the fire will spread, which will ultimately damage our car too. My suggestion is that if the damage is over $10,000, it's better if we destroy the car at the same time so we don't have to pay that much to repair the car. Third tip, there will be a mission where we have to deal with the police, so if we feel there will be a police chasing, US just get ready to call the laser to get rid of the police before we get into the car. And if you can't call the laser for whatever reason, just look for the train tracks and follow the path because the police won't follow us on the train tracks. If we head towards Los Santos later, there will be a fairly long tunnel that goes through to the La Mesa area and we can get rid of the stars in the tunnel. Fourth tip, if you have arrived at the warehouse, I don't know if this is a bug or not, but make sure you wait for the assistant to call before opening the computer in the warehouse because I have experienced this several times where after stealing a car, I immediately opened the computer, but the car wasn't there. So just in case, it's better to wait for the phone call first and later we have to do the work twice. Fifth tip, When we are selling in solo lobby, after walking a few meters from the warehouse, there will be enemy NPCs chasing and shooting us, which means it will reduce our profits. To overcome this, we can look for a safe location for the car. Then we get out of the car to finish off all the enemy NPCs if your warehouse is in Lamesa. This location is the safest location to hide our car because the car will not be hit by enemy fire again. Later, the enemy will appear a maximum of 4 times each time. There are 2 cars, so there will be 8 cars that appear, and it is better for us to finish off the enemy NPC first, then later our car will be damaged. After that, we can immediately deliver the car to the drop-off location. Calmly, but don't speed too much because when we were doing a vehicle cargo mission, suddenly the cars in Los Santos started driving erratically. Many of them suddenly turned towards us as if they were deliberately trying to damage our car. So in conclusion, this vehicle cargo is one of the businesses that we must have in GTA 5 Online because the profit is quite large, namely, a maximum of 80,000 per sale of 1 car. But in any case, this business requires our active role to be able to get maximum profits because this is not a passive business like a bunker or nightclub. So to get maximum profits, we only need to sell top range cars, and if around 65% of our warehouse capacity is filled with standard and medium range cars, we will continue to get top range cars when we are carrying out car import missions and to ensure the profits are intact. Try to finish off all the enemy NPCs who shoot at us when we are stealing or selling cars for this cargo vehicle. Okay, friends, I think there are no more important points for our discussion about cargo vehicles today. I hope this video is useful for you. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons below if you want to get new videos from me. Thank you very much for those of you who have watched until the end. Bye-bye and have a nice day.